In the last pond update, we saw Polo prepare for winter. Greenhouses, heaters, alarms were all installed for the main pond. You can watch Polo Reef prep for winter in the video below. You wouldn't expect the Polo Pond to just sit the cold months out. Around here, we love making lots of plans and executing them. A little cold wouldn't stop us from doing upgrades and adjustments. We dug, plumbed, fitted pipes, all to make sure the koi had the best water possible.
You see this one?
We also had a bunch of koi deliveries under the snow.
That we didn't need to wait for the spring, you know?
Franco, the pond guy, dove in the pond to clear up the water flow. And again, we had koi deliveries under the snow.
We'll get a whole story of everything. He's famous for breeding this variety.
Winter went well for the Polo Pond. The tents will soon be taken out. Spring is coming, and the big plans are about to happen.
Jackpot, baby.
If you don't know what happened last week, the Polo team made their journey to Las Vegas for the first ever All-American Koi Show. Andrew and crew brought 8 koi to compete, with Jennifer Aniston leading the charge, competing for Grand Champion. Andrew and the team flew back home with a plane full of trophies. You can watch our quest for the first ever All-American Koi Show in the video below. We're just at the beginning of spring, and the plans are coming together. We're going to need to check in at Fitz Ponds as they're a big part of all of this. Again, we go deep into New Jersey. A little history about Fitz Ponds. Brian Fitzsimmons built his pond at age 13 in his parents' backyard while they were away on vacation. In 2008, he started Fitz Fish Ponds and has been growing the company ever since.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's peaceful out here, huh?
Beautiful day, too. We brought that weather back from Orlando.
Yeah.
And now it's finally spring. Awesome. So I'll bring you up to the greenhouse, show you some of the
All
fish.
right. I mean, you got 100 acres here.
Yeah.
You could fit some countries here.
Yeah. So our property is that whole tree line around, and then to that far tree line as well.
How are you?
Good.
Andrew, this is Mike. He's
Hi,
our
Mike.
fish
Andrew,
keeper
how are
here.
you? Hi. All imported babies.
Every koi at our farm is from Japan. We got some fish going in here today. Some small ones that we bought.
Let's see what we got here. Now, the scaleless ones don't do well at the shows or
They can do well in different
in the
varieties.
varieties.
Yeah, for best in variety or most unique,
Right.
or shows that are categories and trophies just for the best Deutsch koi. And there's something like this can do really well with that, or that
Right.
other one. So
Right.
every one of our tanks has this like drip, a freshwater
Yeah.
drip
Yeah.
So
Where's that drip coming from?
from our well. There's some unique varieties in here as well, smaller stuff. Mainly, the bigger stuff's up in the other house.
Are they all being used?
Yeah, every single one. 2 are for plants,
Right.
and then 5 are for koi. They're crazy.
I bet you the next grand champion is right in here somewhere.
So we know how many comes in, and then we kind of keep track as they go out.
You can't count the number of species or whatever.
No. It's more just the number of fish. Butterfly koi?
These are all butterflies.
Yeah, we don't have a lot, so we're actually getting more in.
Right.
So there's probably about 400 in here. And then we're getting another 2,000.
These small butterflies are popular.
Super popular
Super popular.
for like water garden hobbyists.
Right.
So another mix of just like small koi from a different breeder.
And so the order is a few hundred mixed. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all
exactly,
you know.
Exactly. But in terms of our inventory, this is mainly what we keep stock of.
Got it.
Brian just arrived from JFK with truckloads of shipments from Japan. Everyone's expecting hundreds of boxes and thousands of koi. Let's see what he's got.
How you doing?
What's doing?
We made it. Made it back.
It's beautiful out here. I love this country. All right. How many of these do you get a shipment usually?
We have 2,500 fish coming in today and 170 boxes of koi.
Oh my God.
So
where's the rest of them?
The 4 guys drive a little bit slower than me.
I got it.
Put the biggest, most expensive koi in here.
Got it. Love the property.
Thank you. Yeah, you got to get them in. 'Cause once they get to the once you get to the outside air, the ammonia goes.
Yeah. So what are those? Giant sand filters?
Pressure
basically?
filter, reed filters. Yeah.
Reed filters.
Yeah. They shipped really good. But she shipped really well. Who ordered a whale? All right, Jack, do the honor.
Is it the same species as mango?
Yeah. This is regular karashi versus a mango karashi.
Where's your whelp?
I have one out there,
Yeah.
and I have one in the barn. Three more.
All the new koi are going into that one pond. Is that the quarantine pond?
So we try to separate every single fish when they come in by the breeder that they come from. So all the fish are going in this front pond are coming from one breeder. So we have 95 big fish, all from Marseille, going into that pond.
And the pond was empty before that.
It was empty. We hit the whole pond with potassium permanganate to knock back all the bad bacteria that was in the pond before. And we raised the salt so we can acclimate them to what they're used to back in Japan. In Japan, they keep the salt in almost all their ponds at 0.6. So we keep the salt when they come in, 0.6, and then we slowly wean them
Bring
off
them down.
so that they're ready to go into your pond or any pond. So they're shipped in cold water, and our temperature in that pond right now is about like 58, 60 degrees. So
we're close.
yeah, and the fish they produce ammonia in the bag.
Right.
So the key is to get them out of the bag as soon as possible.
Into some good
And then
water.
when you do it by hand, because we don't want to put that ammonia water that they were shipped in into the pond.
Right.
So we try to get as little of that water into the pond as possible. So that's why we kind of just get them in, because they've been in that bag for 40 hours. Check out all these big fish. Some of these are going to the Polo pond soon.
Oh, that's the new one we bought.
Yeah, the most recent one.
Ying.
Oh,
One yin.
There she is.
oh my God.
Get him in.
Get him in? All right.
He thinks that one can go to Vegas. This one's cool. It's got Kanoko on it.
I like the Benny on it. It's better than the other one.
Oh, it's unreal, right?
With them in all the time. Of course. I don't come back on money on the first for no reason.
One more pond. We'll see. This pond will be so full. You gotta get those goldfish out.
Yeah.
Now you never have any problem with a koi not getting along with another koi.
So koi are pretty friendly most of the
They're
time.
very friendly.
You know, I was at the
It's
biggest.
not like an Achilles tang or a purple tang or a gem tang.
They're not really predatory towards
They're
each
not-
other.
They love each other.
Yeah, they do. You know, the only thing that we try to be careful of is mixing males with females.
Right.
But the males tend to like chase after the females, and you know, in our ponds it's not as big of an issue because the walls are straight. There's no rocks,
Right.
so it's not a problem. But
Bang the females around, right? The
yes,
males?
yeah, they do. So we try to avoid that if possible.
Fitz and crew still has to finish sorting out hundreds of boxes of koi before dawn. Hundreds of boxes, big koi, small koi inside. There could be thousands in there. It was a long day for everyone. Fitz and the crew did an excellent job with their shipment.
Fitz.
That's what you call me.
That's what I call you.
Yeah.
From Fitz Ponds. And they got a delivery of, how many you get today?
2,000-ish koi.
2,000-ish koi. Today, they unpacked 2,000 koi.
So right now, there's 100 boxes from one specific breeder and a little over 100 koi. So you have 1,200 liters of K plus media in the filter behind us.
Right.
And the pond right now has about a 0.5 salt in it. In Japan, they keep the salt real high, so we try to mimic that when they come
Now,
in.
the filter media is floating in there? Or is it packed down?
It's a floating media, but when the water comes through, it all rises to the top.
Got
so
it.
it's an upflow filtration.
I got it.
system.
All right.
And then we have a baki shower
A
there.
Baki shower, which is like a wet-dried trickle filter with
Exactly.
special media in it, right?
Yeah. But
And the medication in here, anything or no?
nothing yet, just salt.
Just salt.
And we've been treating this pond with gallons of ammonia to keep it, the bio, while we didn't have fish in it.
Right. How long was it empty for?
It's empty for about 10 days.
10 days.
So we had it cycled, and then we just continued it like you would do a fishless cycle.
Right.
So we don't have ammonia spikes now.
What do you use, ammonia chloride?
Yeah, ammonia chloride, yeah.
From Home Depot, Lowe's?
Yeah. Unscented.
Unscented.
You know, with a lot of fish in here, we'll test the cage a little more frequently, do bigger water changes, and then we're constantly adding salt. I don't know if you saw around the farm, we have all these pallets of salt.
Yeah.
I know you're a salt guy, but you know, we have to keep these fish at a good salt as well.
Right. I think the way you guys do it, boom, right in. I like it. Very efficient.
Yeah, don't waste any time.
No.
So, well, thank you for coming down.
Oh,
and
my pleasure.
I can't wait to
And-
deliver
and,
these koi to the Polo pond.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Let's do it.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. pond upgrades, new pond for the award-winning koi lineup, and in the coming weeks, the tents will be taken out. Polo Pond will be in its full glory. Plus, with the new projects coming, it's really exciting times for us. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the next episode. We'll see you next time.